Man, I really want one of those. But now that I've been dieting, I can't have it anymore. Do you know how hard this is? Do you know how bad I just want to take a bite out of one of those? I know, I can't do it. I can't. I want to, but I can't. Go enjoy them. Psst. Hey! Hey, you, fat boy. The Pop-Tart box?
Pop-Tart? I'm not a Pop-Tart. I'm a delicious chocolate toaster pastry. And I know you want this delicious toaster pastry. Look at it. It's chocolate.
Can I have one? Can I just take just one bite out of it?
One bite, you can have all you want. I'm delicious. You need to eat me. Oh, the kid's coming back. Be cool.
I think I might be losing my mind.
That's right, you're crazy. Crazy for delicious chocolate toaster pastries.
I think I need some therapy.
0, 1. Let's get started.
Hey, what's up, everybody? We're back. This is weigh-in number 2. How you guys been doing? How's y'all's weight loss journey been going?
I'll let Justy Bug go first.
It's been going all right. I'm not going to say that I haven't struggled because I've struggled plenty. I've went off my diet a few times, but overall, I've been able to stick to my diet, and well, I guess we'll see what I've lost here in a little bit.
I just want to be the first one to say, you cocky son of a gun. I have been doing terrible. What about you, Chris?
Well, okay. I've not been doing well.
Me neither.
I've not been doing good. Well, here's my okay. Well, can I explain it? I'm about to go on a
Do you
tangent.
want to explain now or do the weigh-in and come back?
I don't know. What do y'all want to do? Why didn't we discuss this beforehand?
It's because we're never prepared. How about we go do the weigh-in, we can come back and you can tell us how horrible you've done. No,
right.
once we know for sure.
That's fair.
Yeah, then everybody can see how horrible you've done.
Yeah, I know. I have all this egg on my face. Anyway, so
To the weigh-in.
to the way.
I'm going to go ahead and go first. I just want to get it over with.
You may hold that.
Yeah, sure.
Don't want this extra 4 ounces.
I'm not being still enough.
421.8.
I gained a pound.
You gained a pound.
Okay, so who's next?
I'll go.
I got to get out of the way.
So the last Sunday we weighed, I gained a pound. It was like, that was last Sunday. So I've not been doing well.
What did you weigh last time?
420.
420?
Hey, done good.
Hey, you lost a little weight. All right.
I didn't lose enough weight.
I hope that was in the shot, Chris.
I didn't even think about it.
280.6
Where'd you start off at? I don't remember.
93.
Okay. Well, everybody did good except for me.
Well, here's the deal. Like, we'll talk about it whenever we sit back down.
All right.
How do you feel, you skinny, handsome son of a gun?
I'll talk about it over there.
Well, we're back. Well, we just did the weigh-in, so I did by far the worst. I actually gained a pound. Chris, you actually did all right.
Well, do we want to?
Well, you didn't hit your goal that we set. I mean, but you still lost. I mean, I think that's something to be proud. You should be happy about.
Well, here's the thing. I knew. Can we just talk about this whole month as a whole?
Go for it.
So, when we first started, I was doing good. I lost like 10. I think I was like 12 pounds, like right off the bat. I was like, heck yeah. I was like, it's probably a lot of water weight or whatever, but I was like, heck yeah, I'm fixing to go take a run for it. But remember I told you guys I was being super strict. I was
Yeah.
only eating I was going to eat 2 hamburger patties a day.
Which is not sustainable.
Okay, well I
Chris
thought,
was eating 2 hamburger patties a day, and then after that, it's just whatever he could catch, whether it be mice, rodents, insects. But he had to actually catch it.
I had about a baker's dozen rats.
That's what killed you.
Chris eating rats like they were hot dogs.
But yeah, put him on a bun.
Yeah.
He doesn't have to eat rat. I don't know what his problem is. He can go to the store like, no, it's got to be rats.
He's got a necklace made out of rat tails. He's got earrings made out of cricket legs.
Why is he buying all these rat traps for? I don't understand.
Gaining weight.
But so, and I knew that was going to be tough. But I was like, but I want to get a jump start of like, okay, I'm going to get a jump start and drop a lot of weight in the beginning, and then I can just start, eating regular. So here's what happened. Done really good for a bit, and then I couldn't sustain that, and so I would have these. I started like to binge eat, and then once I binge ate, that created this whole ripple effect of like waves of depression and waves of things. Because I'll be honest with you, I binged ate the other night. Whenever at night I was with Justy Bug for a little while. And I texted him out the next day. I went out and I binge ate a lot, and I was alone by myself, and I just cried after. Like once that depression set in of what I've done, I like immediately started crying. So I was like, "You cannot get it together."
Tell you what's funny is you texted me what you ate, and I read it to myself and went, "Oh my gosh!" The
It
guy
was
that I
bad.
work with was sitting across the room. And he's like, "What's wrong?" It's like, "Oh, Chris just told me what all he ate last night."
You told him, yeah. No, don't tell my business to people.
It'll be all right.
But so here's the deal. So that caused, and then like these other things in my life happened anyway. I got like depressed, very depressed. Didn't tell anybody, didn't let anybody know. I was like, I want people to, I'm keeping it together. So we didn't talk about it. So I would like do good for a day, and then I would completely go off the next day. But when I would go off, I would like, because it was an emotional thing. Like I'm an eater anyway, but I'm a big emotional eater. It's
Yeah.
like something, whatever.
It's comfort.
Yeah, me too. Same thing.
I think I am the same way. Like if I have a bad day, I want to eat.
Yeah.
And then the thing was, and so it's like whenever I'm in those situations, and you're by yourself and you're alone, and like when I'm taking care of business and doing the right thing and like on a good routine, good regimen, it's like I can handle anything and things don't bother me. Or like, and even like my own, like being alone with my own thoughts and everything doesn't bother me. But when I'm not doing good, I binge eat or whatever the heck the case may be. When I'm alone with my thoughts and everything, like it's so negative and I can't take it. If that makes any sense, I may sound insane.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not devastated just because I already knew, but yeah, I lost. I just waited one time in between, and of course, it's right after we first started. Maybe it was just one weekend, and I lost 7 pounds. So I'm like, okay, I can do this. I'm gonna find a groove. But just life happens, and it's so easy to fall back into old habits. But the bottom line, and I'm not going to just rattle on, I mean, because I agree with a lot of what you said is the reason why I'm not going to just rattle on. And I fell into the same situation because we have very similar sensibilities. But I will say this, I know that I have to dig down and find a sense of discipline that I do not have or have not had as of late. And we are going to continue to do these weigh-ins. I don't want to gain weight every time we weigh in. And I knew I'd already mentally prepared myself it wasn't going to be good. But I am still committed to it. And as of just this last week, I've been much more disciplined and feel like I can do this and I will do this moving forward.
And for me too, so it's had to be. And when I've been like, but so this past month, whenever I would get down and I was alone. So, but when I was alone and then I got depressed about everything, to cope and to deal with it, I would binge eat.
Yeah.
And then, of course, that brings on the whole set of feelings. 'Cause after you do it, you know, you're always like that depression sets over you. But then I got caught in that trap. Because I'll be honest with you, and then I knew the weigh-in was looming. You knew the weigh-in was looming. You put yourself out there. You've done all this, all this crap. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm going to be heavier and it's going to be extremely embarrassing. So I'll be completely honest with you. You know how I deal with things. I was even like, I was so down and out about it. I was like, okay, I'm never going to be in a video ever again. I contemplated changing my phone number, getting off of social media and just disappearing. You know how I handle things.
Yeah.
But I had to stop myself, and because I was like, I can't handle business like this anymore in my life. Just to
Avoid it.
And run away. Like, I can't handle stuff like that anymore. I got to deal with it. So, and I was doing a little bit better last week, struggling here and there. Remember, I had to call Ryan 3 days in a row because I couldn't handle it.
I'm motivating Chris. I gained a pound. I'm keeping him from going off the brink. I'm eating a sandwich. It'll be all right, Chris.
But I had all these things going on in my mind. It was all these other places. So I'm like, I can't. Like, I need to call somebody. So I called Ryan every 3 days in a row, it seemed like. Yeah. And we talked about this and talked about other things. And just to keep me. But, because at that time I still wasn't ready because it's like whenever I go out and get alone like that, it's a weird thing your mind does. Like, my mind plays tricks on me. And I can convince myself of anything. I'm like, well, okay, go to Burger King. You can eat 3 burgers. or anything like that.
3 burgers is less than 4 like I would normally eat. It'll be all right.
And I haven't eaten all day, so it's okay to eat 5,000 calories in just this one meal. I'll do better tomorrow.
Exactly. It's always tomorrow. So anyway, and then I knew we had the weigh-in looming. And so the Sunday, we had that conference with that phone call between us.
Yeah.
You guys could clearly tell that I was not in a good spot.
Yeah.
At a good place. And I was just like, I'm just going to go see what I weigh. And I was a pound heavier than the original weigh. I was like, at least I didn't gain a lot of weight, but I haven't lost any. But then, what day did we talk earlier this week? Was it right after that?
I think I called you Monday. The main reason I called you Monday was because you were clearly so down the day before when we were having our little powwow to talk about this.
And anyway, and I'd already started, and I kind of refocused and everything like that. But, so this week, me and Ryan both on the conversation decided to do a reset. Okay, it's going to be embarrassing to be in the video, but let's do a reset and just start over. But I'll tell you this past week since I've done it, when I'm doing right, I'm completely fine. It's like when I'm got the good regimen, I'm eating right, I don't feel lousy. Because when I binge eat and stuff like that, you feel terrible. My sugar's out of whack. You feel you don't want to go do anything. And you just feel, you don't only feel depressed about what you did, but your body feels terrible.
Yeah, I'm just going to take this loss and just, accept it. Failure is always embarrassing on a certain level, especially when it's being put out for everybody to see. But I know we're not finished. I know I'm not finished. And I'm actually inspired by you and your weight loss this week, just because I know the steps of what you went through to get to that weight loss. Because you were 435, am I right?
435 or 432? I can't remember now.
We should have watched our last video. Well, let's just say, 430 something, and you're down to 427.
At least I lost. At least I lost a few pounds.
Yeah, I mean, you lost. So I mean, that to me, that's a victory. Didn't hit our goal. Justin, you hit your goal?
Old Justy Bug hit his goal.
I didn't hit my goal. I was 420 last time, and I weigh 421. So I got work to do.
Well, boys, it's nice to be in the winner's circle.
All the smallest Hawthorne, the smallest heavyset, brother.
I weighed 293 last time. I weighed 280 this time. Now, when we started this, I had already kind of been on a diet. I hadn't been like hardcore, but I had already lost some.
Yeah.
And so, like, when we started this, I lost down to 285. So I was just like 2 pounds away from my goal weight for a while, but I couldn't get past that. I would get down to it, then I would gain a few pounds. I'd get back down to it because I weigh every day on my scale. But anyways, like, I went to my niece's birthday party and kind of went overboard, and then got back on my diet, and like, I guess it like reset my body. And as soon as I got back on my diet, I gained some, but then I went on past where I had been stuck at, and I weighed, 280. But I'm gonna be honest, like, when I started this, I was exercising real good, and I've slacked off. But Hannah asked me, like, man, you seem really motivated. I was like, yeah, because I just want to beat the socks off of my brothers. I'm gonna be honest. I'm competitive with you guys, and I just want to like beat the crap out of y'all doing this.
Dude, I'm so happy you said that. I just love the honesty, because that also motivates me, because I'm so close to being the fattest Hawthorne now. Like, just 5 pounds away? 6 pounds.
Yeah.
I'm so close to it, and I don't want to be there. So I feel like I'm in competition with Chris to an extent. But just what you just said has also just kind of reignited the fire in my heart and soul. And I'm actually I'm glad.
And see, like, I know when you guys get on a roll, there ain't no way I'm gonna lose as much as you guys, just because I'm smaller.
Yeah, you don't have near as much to lose.
So I know, like, when you guys get on a roll, y'all are gonna be putting up some good numbers, and mine won't look anything compared to y'all.
I'm gonna rub your face in it.
I know you will. I know you will, and I expect it. I'm ready for it.
I won't do that. I'm not. It is a competition. I mean, it is a bit of a competition. I don't even really look at it like that, but I guess
I do now.
But my thing is, so much of what I deal with and what my problems are all mental. And who knows what kind of trauma maybe I'm dealing with. I haven't figured out yet what kind of therapy I need. But it's just, and then also going too hardcore. I thought I could do it. I can't. Once again, I screwed it up. But so I'm taking a completely different approach. I'm eating. I'm actually eating a little something in the morning. I'm doing different things to where I'm not just so, or I'm only eating like once little time a day, and I'm just so freaking hungry that I go off the rails. And it's all about, and what I will tell you guys is this, and I'm speaking for all of them. We're going to lose this weight. It is not an option for me not to anymore. I've lived this life for so long, I can't be this way. I hate it. So we're not. The trick is now, and figuring out, digging deep, having that commitment to it, having that discipline, finding that discipline, and then not giving in to my demons and all this emotional stuff that caused me to binge eat.
So, next weigh in, what's your goal weight? The first time we did this, I was 420, and my goal was 405. Because of my huge failure this time, I'm actually going to up the ante on myself. And I really, truly plan on hitting my goal the next time we do this. And I'm going to say, next time we weigh in, I'm going to weigh 400, lose 20 pounds. I'm ramping it up on myself, because I feel like now we're getting into it. Now we're getting into the weigh-ins. It's do or die time. I'm embarrassed about this one, and I feel like I need to do something to put myself back where I need to be at. And I have a good plan in place. I just got to stick to it. But I'm going to say next weigh in, 400.
I'm going to go 20 pounds as well. I think I can. I think that this past month of everything that happened and the way, and like I guess the things that I've learned about it and dealing with the embarrassment of this too. Now that we're because that's what Justin told me. It's like I didn't want to film all this, and Justin said he's like, this is what we signed up for.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, this is a real thing. You got to be real about it. And that's what I want. And I want to be honest about it because it is a humongous struggle for all of us. So I'm going 20. What was my weight today? I can't even remember.
427. He was 427, right? So 407.
If I can just, that'll be my goal, 407. I think in a month's time or however long, I could do that.
And just think, once you get down to 407, you'll be knocking on the door of the 300s. It won't take much. You'll be down into the 300s.
That'll be a big goal. I mean, a big thing for me.
Yeah. I weighed 280 today, so my goal is 11 pounds. I want to get down to 269 and be in the 260s, which I hadn't been in Lord knows how long.
And I'm going to stay consistent with my exercise.
Me
Not
too.
only my diet.
Yeah, I've got to start exercising. I've not been doing near as much as I need to as far as that goes.
And I'm thinking about too, like a friend of mine told me to get a food journal. And I was like, not only like a food, like a self-wellness type of thing, journal, but I think I might do that. I think I'm going to order me one, or like keep track of what I'm going to eat that day and also like what I'm going to do that day.
You could just get a notebook. You don't have to like order one.
Yeah, I had a notebook. I've done it before, but I found one online that has like everything structured out like that.
I'd say we see it for a month. It's like this thick. Another bad month, guys. And just look at my food journal.
See, and I'm glad
What is that? A copy of Moby Dick? The thing's huge.
you're reading the cookbook. Those are recipes. And the thing about
Is
it,
that barbecue stains on the book?
the thing about it is this. And we didn't reach our goal this month. Except for Justin, except for Justy Bug.
Yeah.
The hell with Justy Bug. No. But I'm happy for you. I'm legitimately happy for you, by the way. I'm not,
Yeah, congratulations.
you know.
Thanks.
I'm upset at my own self. But the thing is, it's like, okay, we're a month in, the second weigh in. It's like I didn't hit my mark. And now it's like, okay, you got to just dig deep. Now the next weigh in, it's like, I gotta see it coming together for me. And it will. It will.
I think this is good. Hey, we're sticking with it. We're moving forward. Let's see what's going to happen. We'll see you guys in 1 month for a Heavy Sweat Go.
Love you. Bye.
Bye.